Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers. As always, thank you for your support here on YouTube, in the Etsy store, and in the Facebook junk journaling sites. So today I want to work on creating some ephemera for our Christmas trees. So you can hang them on your trees, you can give them as gifts to your guests when they arrive to your home, take it off the tree and give it to them, or your entire Christmas tree can be an ephemera tree for yourself that you write in. You can take something off of a branch, write in it one day, take something off of another branch and write in it. Have fun with this. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is a culminating activity using a lot of the Christmas ephemera that we've created over the last few weeks. So here's one that I did, and I'll show you how I tied the string together so that it can hang from my tree. So this is, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we did notepads, right? So I've already strung some of them. So let me show you how I did these. So essentially I just open them up, and then I have a string that is about 21¼ inches long, and I put that in the middle of the book, close up the book, and then I try to get the string as even as I can. Okay, and then I'm not going to tie the knot very tightly because I don't want to tear the paper. So I'm just, let me just make sure you saw how I did that. So I have my two ends, and I'm just bringing one string over the other, like you're tying your sneaker, tying shoes. And then I'm going to repeat that, and I'm doing it very loosely so I don't tear the paper, right? And then I'm going to do that again a few inches up so that this is able to dangle from my tree, my Christmas tree. And again, you don't want to make this too tight because you might need to make an adjustment. Okay, and then that's how that's going to dangle from my tree, but I need to put the closure back on it so it's not dangling open and the contents is falling out. And I'll show you what my tree looks like when we're done. So that's how I did these. You know, if you remember these a few weeks ago, and I could have tied this a little bit tighter, but again, it's just to demonstrate. So I'm not going to aim for too much perfection. Okay, then we did one that was essentially a matchbook style. Okay, so the way that we're going to do this one is very simple. We're going to take the string and we're just going to put it right here under the flap, and it's kind of the same thing where you just want to make sure your string is even, and then I'm just going to put just a little knot, and I'm not going to tie it very tightly in case I need to adjust. And this kind of string, this kind of twine, it's not going to unravel very easily. And then I wanted to spice this up a little bit, so I have here a little bow that I made, and I put a little snowflake on it and attached it with a ball pin. I have glue. I have a glue dot on the back, and I'm just going to stick that here. And this is it's the wire ribbon, so you can you know, you could fluff it up before you put it on your tree and adjust the wire, you know, make it look the way you want it to look. And this will dangle from your tree. And it's really that simple. Okay, so the next thing that I did, I made this one. And this is very quickly how I put this one together. This wasn't one of the old projects. This is a new project. This is 8 inches this way by 2 7/8 inches this way. And then you're going to just fold it in half, do your, you know, make sure that you get that creased up really nicely. Then I have 2 notepads, and each notepad is 3 1/2 this way by 2 1/4 this way. You might want to make it a little bit shorter than 3 1/2 because mine, the paper, it caught a little bit, so you might want to take a hair off. And then what I did was after I glued everything together, I did my angle cuts, and then I used just a standard hole punch. I made some reinforcements, put those on there, and then, you know, you'll decorate the outside the way you wish. And then I have this ribbon here, and I just threaded the ribbon through. Now, when you tie the ribbon for this one, you don't want to tie it just like this. When you hang it on your tree, it'll spin on an angle. So what you want to do is just create a little very light tie there. And then bring it up, and then you'll do another, like how we did the string. You'll do a very light one in case you need to do any adjusting. Okay. And I'll show you what these look like on my tree. And then this way, it's going to hang straighter. Okay. It won't be prone to spinning. Okay. So that's that one. Okay. So we have these here. And then the next thing that I did was, do you remember the little trifold that we did, and we put the Scrabble pieces on the outside and the ribbon on top? So I just added a piece of string through the ribbon, and that's how this will dangle from the tree. Okay, very simple to turn these things into something that you can put on your tree. Then we also did some of the hidden paper clips, right? So with hidden paper clip, it's pretty simple. You can just take a string or a ribbon, and where the opening is in the hidden paper clip, you just slide it through, and then you'll tie your string or your ribbon at the end, and this will dangle from your tree. And then I did another hidden paper clip. Remember, I did the 8-pocket paper clip? And this time I put the ribbon on differently. I put it on so that it is behind the card instead of through the opening. So what you're going to do is, and you've seen me do these in the videos, when you get to this point, I tell you to glue here, a little glue here, a little glue here, here, and then you'll pull it up. So before you put your glue down, what you'll do instead is you'll take a glue dot, put it on the ribbon, and then you'll adhere it to this side. You'll take another ribbon and you'll put a glue dot and adhere it on this side. And then you'll take your strips of glue and pull things up. And you'll get something that looks like this. Okay? And what you'll need to do so that it doesn't turn on its side when it's hanging from your tree is put a very light knot in it, and then bring your ribbon around. Like what we did with the tag. Okay, and then this way it'll hang a lot better from your tree, so it won't be prone to spinning on its side. Okay, and then the other thing that we did, I have another one of these somewhere. I can't find it right now, but you'll see it later on my tree. So then I have this little envelope that I put together, and I created a little, like a hole, like something to put the string in so that it can dangle, because I don't, it wouldn't look right if you had the string coming through the envelope. So I'll show you how I put this one together, and the kind of goodies that you can put on the inside of it.
Okay, let's take a look at how I created this envelope, and then we'll look at one other project, and then finally we'll take a look at what my Christmas tree looks like with all of the ephemera.
I took an envelope, I created an envelope in my punch board, so let me give you the dimensions of it in case you want to do it the exact same way that I did it. So this envelope here is 3 7/8 by, this is 3 1/8. Okay. And what I did was I made reinforcements. I made this one a little bit longer because the contents that's going to be in the envelope is going to be a little bit heavy. It's going to be a little bit heavier. So if folded, it is 1 inch, 2 inch, it is 2 1/4 inches. So when it's expanded, it's going to be twice that amount. So so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 inches. And again, I did the same thing with the punching things out. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put this in the back. So let me get everything glued, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to glue this together, and then I'm going to glue this to the back and the center right about there. Okay, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have this glued down in the back. It just needs some time to dry. And what I'm going to put in here is, do you remember a few days ago I told you that these little booklets could be a mass make? So I have a little booklet. It fits neatly right in there. If you have a gift card, you can also put a gift card in there, and maybe a few other items that you can put in there, some other ephemera that you can put in there, bingo card, naughty or nice card. Okay, so I want to close this, but I don't want to glue it down, because remember I said if you're using this as your own personal junk journal tree, you know, maybe one day you want to write on a card, you come back to it, another day you want to write on a journal, you might not want to tear the the envelope, or if you're giving this away, the person might not want to tear the envelope. So I have this little disc, and I put it together the same way that you've seen me make the little charms. I have a whole bunch of the charms over here that were made a couple of weeks ago, where it's just layered paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it halfway down here. I'm going to glue half of this, And then this will be just something that the person can be able to seal and unseal. All right, so I'm going to glue half of this down, or a little less than half, somewhere around there. And I'm going to try to get that in the center, and I know I can't go too far because I'll eventually end up sealing it shut when I don't want to. Okay, so I think that will work, and my glue is somewhere around here, and the end of my envelope is slightly higher, so okay, so that comes open just fine, and I don't feel any glue on it. Okay, all right, so while that is drying, I want to work on the other side. So I'm going to put this card here. If you have something bigger that can get more coverage, you can do that. Or you can, cover things up with labels. Okay, so let me, again, this is all demonstration, so let me just get some glue down. And if you can think of a better way of doing these things, that's great. I just like to share things that I've learned and how I tackle things. Okay, and then I'll get a little label up there to take off some of that. Okay. Okay, and then I've got some other labels, and you can decorate this on both sides, have fun with it, and okay, so this is going to be for the front of the tree, the way that this dangles. So I have another bow that I made, and I have a little snowflake on this one as well, and I'm going to do something similar, just kind of cover these things about that much of the way. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use a glue dot on the back. Get my glue dot down. And you know, I'm going to stick that here. Okay. And it's that same kind of ribbon that has the wire in it. And you can, fluff that up for your tree. Okay. And the same thing with this one. I didn't feel that if I put the same ribbon through the loop that it would look right. It just struck me as being a bit much. And again, you can decorate this side if you like. So same thing, I'm just going to put this through and then I'll tie it, and then I'll show you these things, what they look like on my tree. Now, a few days ago, we made this little album, and I put the string on it the same way that I put the string on these little notepads. And this will also dangle from my tree. I'll probably put this maybe towards the bottom of my tree because it's a little bit bigger, but we'll see.
So here is the ephemera on my tree. There's the hidden paper clip. another paper clip that's hidden, the tag, there's the notepad, the album, another notepad and a hidden paper clip. Here's the other notepad with the red bow. There's the envelope, a notepad, another notepad, the hidden paper clip, and the trifold with the Scrabble pieces. Hope you really like these.
All right, folks. If you like the video, if you like today's video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and please share. Have a great holiday with your family. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.